All right, what's up, everybody? It's time for my daily trade recap here for Tuesday, February 4th, 2025, and finishing the day down about 35 ticks today, down $359.72. A little bit closer to that daily drawdown, or the max drawdown, but whatever. Take it on chin here today. Basically, two losses. It's kind of three trades, actually. I just pull that down there. There we go. Got three trades today, and two losses basically, or that's what it basically comes out to. So, um, we'll get into the trades here. I'll show you, in the charts here, I'll show you what I did, but just kind of standard losing. Gold has been really whipsawing and whippy to, I feel like its heart rate's up right now, and it's kind of all over the place a little bit with current events and everything. So getting a little whippy price action. That's basically what cost me today. Another entry today, kind of similar to yesterday with the breaking news. It wasn't much breaking news today. It was more of a, I got in a trade, and then out of nowhere, we just kind of got a volume spike and a nothingness candle that ended up working me out on it, and it just went nowhere. So tough price action today. It's very hard to find these, the setups for my strategy are there. It's just a matter of, some of them I just can't take because in order to manage it effectively, I need a 40 tick stop on some of these things, and with the whipsawing that it's doing, or the ranging of the bars, it's just so crazy that a lot of these setups just aren't viable right now. So, would I say I did my best trading today? Not necessarily, but had these worked out, I'd probably be feeling different anyway in hindsight. So, the only thing I can do is take my trades per my setups, per my strategy, and just manage, accordingly. So, that's basically what I did today. Let's get into the recap here. I'll show you here. Kind of stinks because two back-to-back red days. It's not really how I want to start off my month. So, just got to, the point is to not try and make it back all in one trade, right? So, $200 loss yesterday, $300 loss today is just kind of standard procedure. So let's go to my charts here. I'll show you what I did. All right, so here we are, starting off with the higher time frames. Here's a 15-minute and a 5-minute chart. Got some hourly levels marked out here. The all-time high, the previous day high is basically where we're at. We're all at all-time highs on gold. Broke those all-time highs today as well again. And we did some pullbacks to hourly levels here. It kind of looked pretty simple. Like why would you not make money off of that? Pulls, break and retest back on this level here. Why would you not make money on it? It's basically because the whipsawing was just too much. You kind of see these easy kind of break and retests here on these levels. However, it's just too much whipsawing going on. So get into the 1-minute chart here. I'll show you what we did. So basically uptrend, nice movement up to start the day out of the open on gold here. Never really came back to test pre-market high, pre-market low, or anything like that. I actually don't have pre-market low marked correctly, but we weren't even near there. So I'll just move it down here for now, somewhere right around in there. Never really came back down to there at all. Never came back down to pre-market high. So basically marking out, once we get into the all-time highs like that, I got to start marking out these micro levels, which I basically was doing here. There's a break and retest of this micro level here, but that's kind of hard for me to take after the run up like that. So, if you're looking at the 5-minute chart, we're kind of over here on the 5-minute right here in this area. So kind of hard for me to take that after, coming up into that. It's also right kind of near the open as well here. So letting it play out a little bit. Hindsight, could I have taken that there? Yeah, because it's also on kind of a diagonal here. So it gives me a couple reasons to take that trade if I draw it like that. But it's not lining up perfectly. So yeah, I pass on that one for now. I did take a sim trade back here. I know a lot of people in the Discord took this trade. They were looking at taking this one. I took a sim trade right in here, and I ended up getting stopped out on my 20 ticker there. I know some people that did take this one had a wider stop than I would have liked to have on it there for one contract, but it did working out eventually there, back up to the highs, back up to pre-market high or previous day high, all-time highs, and high of day. The trades I did take here, we got some stagnation here. We started kind of chopping around here up at high, previous day high and new high and all-time highs. So at this point, I'm feeling like we're a little bit extended. We're at all-time highs. We're at previous day high. We've had this major run up, throughout the day up here, and we're starting to get a little bit stagnant here. So I was looking more towards the short side here. hindsight should have taken this right here. That should have been a short right here off that candle, that doji candle, because we were into a 5-minute order block. If I go back here and draw the 5-minute order block, you'll see how it lines up on the chart up here, right? You can kind of see that there, how that lines up. We did tap into that again right there, and every time we got into that order block, we sold off of it. Should have taken it there. The only reason I didn't take it there was because we were still at, or still above, still above. We were closing, this candle closed above the previous day high. So in order for me to take this short, we have to come back in and smash that previous day high again. Now, the argument could be made that we tested it multiple times here and it weakened. And so basically this line is no longer really valid. It's paper thin now because we've been here so much and trying to trade it around it. Sure, I could make that argument that we're going to go bulldoze right through it. I waited until we broke through it, and then we did like a micro retest here on this candle. We did a micro retest on this candle. I took it at the candle close right here. It looks awful because this bar that I ended up getting in on the open of ended up turning into a bullish, hammer to take us back up here. I really got to make sure I'm not taking these trades when we're, already 3 red candles in and I'm taking the short there. That's not really, and at a micro support level too. So that's not really a great trade. That's a really bad entry on my part, and it was more of a FOMO kind of thing because I saw that I missed this one up here. I saw that this was down here where I had a micro level drawn. You can see that we tapped it multiple times right here. So I thought, hey, we're retesting that previous day high. This would be the entry here to take this down for the short back down. And I was only looking for, 20 ticks or whatever it was. It might have actually been, about 40 ticks, something like that, down to 67.3 just to tap that level. Didn't end up going there, ended up holding right here in this new micro level. So, and then we just kind of chopped around. The other thing that I saw, and this is part of the FOMO again, was that we came back up into the previous day high here and we had a volume spike, and all that volume came in on this topping tail coming back in. So as that volume came in on that topping tail there, I thought we were making a lower high. So I ended up getting in right here on the close of that candle. Basically, when getting in the close of this candle, it always moves it over to the other candle here. So in at 71.3. Now something weird happens here. I get in on this candle, we get a volume spike out of nowhere. We've been trading around, these last candles here, if I put a line on it right there, that's like 222, maybe call it 250, I guess you'd say. 250, 250. The candle I'm getting in on is like a 500 volume candle there. And then all of a sudden, for no reason, we get this green doji kind of bar, sideways bar, doing nothing. And that's what, about 1,000, maybe 1,100. Just a volume spike there out of nowhere. That ends up taking me out. Now, this doesn't look like much, but it totally lagged my platform. And this happened, this whole candle was made within a couple seconds. And then it just kind of petered out and just finished like that. The range on this candle from the high to the low was literally made in 3 seconds, and it stopped me out. Now, I had a 20 tick stop on this thing. Okay, look where I got out. I had a 20 tick stop. I was in at 71.3 short. 71.3 short. The next candle, this Whipsaw, candle, whatever, volatile candle, ends up getting me out at 71.7. So this goes up to 73.6 and fills me at 71.7. You go ahead and explain that to me. Okay. It wasn't like it came up here slowly and triggered my stop here at 71.7. No, my stop was a 20 tick stop that was not moved. So 71.3. All right. I was short at 71.3, which is right here. Okay. 71.3. 20 tick stop is 3.3. Right here. Okay. I should be getting out at 73.3. It took me out at 71.7. That just shows you the craziness that happened in this candle within a couple seconds. I had to go and I almost contacted Top Step support because I was like, I have no idea what just happened. So I had to go kind of digging through my trader performance and seeing what the heck happened there. I got out with a 4 tick loss on a 20 tick stop. I don't know. I don't know. So anyway, it kind of kept me in the game here because if that would have been a 20 tick stop, I would have been done for the day right there. Then, finally we get this move here which was the actual move that I was looking for back over here. I was looking for this move to happen over here. I thought we were going to come down to test this area here. In fact, it happened over here instead. So right church, wrong pew kind of deal there. Kind of want to chop around in this box a little bit longer. Nothing to be had here for me, just kind of choppiness. We make a roll up into this micro level here, comes back in, or sorry, this micro level up here, up here. Okay, rolls up into here, comes back down, roll up in the previous day high. All right, I draw a trend line here saying, okay, we got a nice little kind of trend line going here. Okay, we roll down. Now I'm looking for the break and the retest. So we've broken this trend line. We're going to look for a retest at previous day high, and we're going to take that for a short because we have this right here. Okay, we have our trend line broken. We're coming up here. We're going to make a double top at a trend line break, and we're going to take this for the short. I got in here on this candle right here, that little topping tail. Got in right there, and basically nothingness there. I went for a 10 tick stop instead. I wasn't going to give this the room for 20 ticks, and just gave a 10 tick stop. This candle ended up ticking me out right here. 71.4 I was in. 72.4 is where I got out. So it would have been right here, right? And it was one of those things that I'm taking it here. If it's going to go, it's going to go immediately and go down to 67.3. It did not go, so I'm out for just a 10 tick half loss there. So. And with that, I had that whatever happened over here for, 0.4 R loss. This one over here is a half an R loss. So, all right, is what it is. I shouldn't say 0.4 R, whatever. That's a quarter of an R, right? So, down 35 ticks today. My max loss is 40, so I'm not going to take another trade at all for today. And we'll just move on from there. So, and then it just got very, very choppy. I tried to tell DT and Sovereign when we were trading, we were watching this, I tried to tell them that we were going to go long here. I told them that the breakout was coming for high of day, and they were just too scared, they're just too scared to trade. So, I made 40 ticks on Sim on that one. Are you not entertained? Yeah, right. And now we're just chopping around here. So I am done for the day. Is what it is, down 35 ticks. We'll get back at it tomorrow and hopefully finish out the week strong here. So looking for this whipsaw action to kind of get back down to earth a little bit here and not make it so crazy with all the tariff talk and whatnot. So, just got to take good trades. That's it. All right. So like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We will see you tomorrow. Trade well. Bye-bye.